Good morning, and how are you? In the last lecture, in the previous lecture, I gave you a homework to test or check the correctness of the equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as. I hope you must have solved it or at least tried to solve it. How you are going to check the correctness of this equation? You'll take all the terms one by one. First term is v square. V means what? Final velocity. So dimensions of velocity are m0 l1 t minus 1 velocity इसका क्या square which will be equal to m0 0 raised to 2 that is 0 l raised to 1 raised to 2 that is l raised to 2 1 into 2 a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to mn, so 1 into 2 that is 2, and t raised to minus 1 into 2 that is minus 2. So these are the dimensions of the first term. Then the second term is u square. What is the meaning of u? Initial velocity. This is final velocity, this is initial velocity. So dimensions of u square will also be same as that of v square. So this is again m0 l2 t minus 2. These are the dimensions of the second term. Third term is 2as, in which 2 is a constant, a number, and there are no dimensions of a number. So we'll see the dimensions of as, that is dimensions of a into dimensions of s, that is equal to dimensions of acceleration m0 l1 t minus 2, and dimensions of s. S means what? Displacement. So dimensions of s will be L1. There is no m, there is no t. So dimensions of s will be L1. So this is equal to m0 L1 L1 that is L2 and t minus 2. So the dimensions of three terms are same, means the equation is dimensionally correct, right? So that was the first application of dimensional analysis to check the correctness of a physical equation. Second application of dimensional analysis. The second application of dimensional analysis is to find or to obtain the relation between different physical quantities. अलग अलग फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज के बीच की रिलेशन फाइंड करना. The second application of dimensional analysis is to obtain the relation between different physical quantities. What does that mean? Suppose if it is given to you that potential energy, it depends upon mass, acceleration due to gravity, and height. तुम्हाला काय सांगितलेलं आहे, काय दिलेलं आहे की potential energy, it depends upon mass, it depends upon acceleration due to gravity, and it depends upon height. Then using this you can find out the exact formula, the exact relation between these quantities. कैसे? What you do here, potential energy is proportional to mass acceleration due to gravity, and height. It is given to you. You can say potential energy is equal to kmgh, isn't it? Because k, when you convert proportion into equation, you have to introduce a constant. So potential energy is equal to kmgh. But you don't know m raised to how much, g raised to how much, and h raised to how much. So here what you do, allot powers m raised to x, g raised to y, h raised to z. Because you don't know whether it is m or m square or it is m cube. So what you do, allot the powers m raised to x, g raised to y, and h raised to z. So potential energy is equal to k constant into m raised to x, g raised to y, h raised to z. Then in this equation, you will now put the dimensions of the respective physical quantities. पोटेंशियल एनर्जी की जगह पर पोटेंशियल एनर्जी के डायमेंशंस लिखेंगे. You know what are the dimensions of potential energy? The dimensions of any energy are same as that of work. And what are the dimensions of work or energy? It will be m1, right? L2 and T minus m1, L2, T minus 2. These are the dimensions of work or dimensions of energy, because work is force into displacement. Force के dimension into displacement के dimensions. Force के dimensions m1, L1, T minus 2. And displacement L1. So it becomes m1, L2, T minus 2. These are dimensions of potential energy. Is equal to, as K is a constant, it has got no dimensions, is equal to m, mass, means dimensions of mass, m raised to 1, raised to what? X. M, mass, means m1 raised to what? X. G is acceleration due to gravity, means it is acceleration. So you write the dimensions of acceleration, L1 T minus 2 raised to how much? Y. And H means what? Height. Height means length. So H की जगह पर L1 length raised to what? Z. So what we did? Potential energy is K m raised to x, g raised to y, h raised to z. In place of this, we wrote their dimensions. So m1 L2 T minus 2 will be equal to, now collect all this, m raised to 1 raised to x, that is m raised to x. L raised to 1 into y, that is Ly. T raised to minus 2y and into L raised to what? 1 into z, that is z. So m1 L2 T minus 2 will be equal to mx L raised to y into L raised to z will be L raised to y plus z. Agreed? A raised to m into A raised to n is equal to A raised to m plus n. So it will be L raised to y plus z and into T raised to minus 2y. देखो एक बार यहाँ पर what we are doing. It is given to us that potential energy depends upon mass, acceleration due to gravity, and height. Potential energy depends upon mass into acceleration due to gravity into height, and potential energy will be equal to, proportion to equation, constant m, g, h as it is, and we don't know the powers, so we write x, we write y, and we write z. Then in place of these quantities, we write their dimensions. So you get this equation. Now you'll compare LHS and RHS, left hand side and right hand side. So comparing LHS and RHS, what do you get? m raised to 1, m raised to x, means you get x is equal to 1, right? Then here it is L raised to 2, L raised to y plus z. So what you get here? Y plus z is equal to how much? 2. And this is t raised to minus 2, t raised to minus 2y, means you get minus 2y is equal to minus 2. So comparing LHS and RHS, you got x is equal to 1, y plus z is equal to 2, minus 2y is equal to minus 2. Minus 2y is equal to minus 2 means y is equal to 1. So you got x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, and y plus z is equal to 2. So put this value of y here. So 1 plus z is equal to 2. Therefore, z is equal to 2 minus 1, that is 1. So you got the values of x, y, and z. Now, in this equation, you'll put the values of x, y, and z. Therefore, potential energy is equal to K m raised to how much? X means m. M raised to 1, that is m. G raised to how much? Y, that is also 1. And H raised to how much? Z, that is H. So potential energy is equal to K mg H. So you got the relation. Potential energy is equal to K mg H. Now the value of this constant cannot be found by dimensional analysis. You have to perform experiments for that, and experimentally that value comes out to 1. So potential energy is equal to mgh, or you can simply write it is k mgh and write a statement that value of k can be found by experiments. So this is how you find the relation between different physical equations. देख लो एक बार उसको, have a look at it.
Let's have another look at it. It is given that potential energy depends upon mass, acceleration due to gravity, and height. So we say potential energy is, we are converting proportion into equation. So we put a constant k, m raised to x, we don't know how much it is, g raised to y, and h raised to z. Right? Then, in place of this potential energy, we will put its dimensions. M1, L2, T minus 2 dimensions of any energy are same as that of work. So it is M1, L2, T minus 2 dimensions of potential energy is equal to, K has no dimensions, dimensions of mass m1 raised to x, dimensions of acceleration due to gravity means acceleration L1t minus 2 raised to y, and dimensions of height h means length L1 raised to z. So we get this equation. Now what will you do? Solve the right hand side. So m raised to 1 raised to x will be m raised to x. L raised to 1 raised to y will be L raised to y. T raised to minus 2 raised to y will be T raised to minus 2y, and L raised to z. So the left hand side is m1 L2 T minus 2. The left hand side means dimensions of potential energy, and that is equal to, combining all this, we get m raised to x, l raised to y plus z, and t raised to minus 2y. Now compare LHS and RHS. You get x is equal to 1. You get y plus z is equal to 2. And minus 2y is equal to minus 2. Minus 2y equal to minus 2 means y is equal to 1. That value of y will put in y plus z is equal to 2. So you get the value of z also. Z is equal to 1. So you got the values of x, y and z. Now put those values in this equation. So potential energy will be K m raised to x, x is 1. G raised to y, y is also 1. And h raised to z, z is also 1. So you will get potential energy is equal to K m g h. You don't have to say m raised to 1, g raised to 1. It is m g h. Now let us see another example to find the relations. Okay.
Suppose it is given to you that kinetic energy depends upon mass and velocity. Kinetic energy depends upon mass and velocity, and you are asked to find out the exact relation between them. Where will you begin? Kinetic energy is equal to K, constant of proportionality, mass m raised to x, velocity v raised to y. So kinetic energy is equal to K m raised to x, v raised to y. Now what will you do? In place of these quantities, you'll put their dimensions. Kinetic energy, any energy has same dimensions, that is m1 L2 T minus 2 dimensions of kinetic energy is equal to K is a dimensionless constant, so no dimensions for that. Mass m raised to 1 raised to what? X. Velocity L1T minus 1. Velocity L1T minus 1 raised to y. So this will be equal to, or m1 L2 T minus 2 will be equal to, how much it will be? M raised to 1 into x, that is x. L raised to 1 into y, that is y. T raised to minus 1 into y, that is minus y. Right? Now you'll compare LHS and RHS. So comparing the two sides, you get x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, minus y is equal to minus 2, means again y is equal to 2. So you got the value of x and value of y. X equal to 1, y is equal to 2. These values of x and y, now you'll put in this equation. So kinetic energy will be equal to K m raised to x, that is 1, and v raised to y, that is 2. So kinetic energy is equal to K mv square. So you got the relation between all these quantities. Kinetic energy is equal to K mv square. Value of K experimentally comes out to 1 by 2. So kinetic energy is half mv square. But you don't need to write that. You can simply say that K can be found by experiment. So kinetic energy is K mv square. देख लो एक बार. Yes, getting the concept, getting the method. Good. Suppose it is given to you that periodic time, capital T here is periodic time of a simple pendulum. It depends upon length of the pendulum and acceleration due to gravity. Periodic time of a simple pendulum depends upon length of the pendulum and acceleration due to gravity. And you have to find the exact relation between them. What will you do? T is equal to K, constant, L raised to X, G raised to Y. Correct? Now, what will you do? You will put the dimensions. T is periodic time, means time. Periodic time means time. So what will be dimensions of time? M0, L0, T1. These are the dimensions of time. Is equal to, K has no dimensions. L means length, L1 raised to X. G means acceleration due to gravity, acceleration. So it is L1 T minus 2 raised to Y. So that is equal to L1 into X, that is X, L1 into Y, that is Y, T minus 2 into Y, that is minus 2Y. देख लो बराबर है क्या? L raised to 1 into X, X, L raised to 1 into Y, Y, T raised to minus 2 into Y, minus 2Y. Therefore, M0, L0, T1 is equal to, here also M0, L raised to X into L raised to Y, X plus Y, L raised to X into L raised to Y will be L raised to X plus Y, and T raised to minus 2Y. Now compare the powers, LHS and RHS. What do you get? X plus Y is equal to 0. X plus Y is equal to 0 means X is equal to minus Y. Am I right? And minus 2Y is equal to how much? 1. Minus 2Y is equal to 1. Minus 2Y is equal to 1 means Y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Y is equal to minus 1 by 2. You got the value of Y. So Y is minus 1 by 2. So how much will be X then? Minus of Y. Minus of minus 1 by 2 means X will be how much? 1 by 2. Minus of minus will be plus. So you got the value of Y and you got the value of X. देख लो एक बार. Now these values of X and Y will put here. So T will be equal to K L raised to X. L raised to X. How much is X? 1 by 2. G raised to Y. How much is Y? Minus 1 by 2. देखो सही है. T is equal to K L raised to 1 by 2, G raised to minus 1 by 2. Or you can say T is equal to K L raised to 1 by 2 upon G raised to 1 by 2. Am I right? Indices, ऊपर minus 1 by 2 है तो नीचे plus 1 by 2. And raised to 1 by 2 means what? Raised to 1 by 2 means square root. Okay. X raised to 1 by 2 means square root of x. X raised to 1 by 2 means what? Square root of x. So this will be t is equal to k. L raised to 1 by 2 means root of L upon g raised to 1 by 2 means root of g. So we can say that t is equal to k under root L by g. Root of L upon root of g means under root L by g. So you got the relation t is equal to k under root L by g. So periodic time of a simple pendulum k is t is equal to k into under root L by g. देख लो एक बार. And the third application of dimensional analysis is to obtain the relation between units of same physical quantity in different systems. To obtain the relation between units of the same physical quantity in different systems. What does that mean? For example, if here is a physical quantity, suppose force. What is the SI unit of force? Newton. And what is its CGS unit? Dyne. So Newton is the SI unit of force and dyne is the CGS unit of force. Means these are units of the same physical quantity in different systems. Newton in SI, dyne in CGS. So these are units of the same physical quantity in different systems. Now using dimensions, we can find the relation between these two. What is the relation between Newton and dyne? So dimensional analysis third application is to find the relation between units of same physical quantity in different systems. How you are going to do that? Suppose you are asked to find out the relation between Newton and dyne. The question is find out the relation between Newton and dyne. So we don't know 1 Newton is equal to how many dynes. So we can say that 1 Newton is equal to x dynes. Okay, 1 Newton is equal to x dynes. We have to find the relation between Newton and dyne, units of the same physical quantity force in two different systems. So 1 Newton is equal to x dynes means what you are going to find out? You are going to find out the value of x. So you will know the relation between these two. So how you begin? You start with x dynes is equal to 1 Newton. We have to find the value of x. So you begin with x dynes is equal to 1 Newton. So x dynes is a unit of force. है ना? Dyne किसका unit है? Force का. So in place of this dynes, we write dimensions of force. What are dimensions of force? M1, L1, T minus 2. So x dynes की जगह पर unit of dimensions of force is equal to 1. Newton is also unit of force. So you will here write the dimensions of force again. M1, L1, T minus 2. So that is the first step. X dynes is equal to 1 Newton. In place of dyne, you write unit of dimensions of force. In place of Newton, you write dimensions of force again. So X into bracket. Which system is this? CGS system. This is CGS system. And in CGS system, what is unit of mass? M means what? Unit of mass. So in CGS system, what is unit of mass? Gram. So in place of m raised to 1, you write gram raised to 1. Unit of mass in CGS system, gram raised to 1. In CGS, what is unit of length? Centimeter raised to 1. In CGS, what is unit of time? Second raised to minus 2. So what we did, x into m means unit of mass. So you wrote unit of mass in CGS system, unit of length in CGS, unit of time in CGS. That is equal to, now you don't have to write this one. Which system is this? SI. In SI, what is unit of mass? kg raised to 1. What is unit of length? Meter raised to 1. What is unit of time? Second raised to minus 2. Then x will be equal to, you have to find the value of x. So x will be equal to, into bracket, kg raised to 1 means kg upon g raised to 1 means g, into m raised to 1 means m upon centimeter, into s raised to minus 2 upon s raised to minus 2, so that this gets cancelled. So x is equal to this. So x will be equal to, into bracket, kilogram means what? Kilogram means 1000 grams. So in place of kg, you can write 1000 g, 1000 gram upon g, into meter means what? 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter upon centimeter. This g, cm, cm gets cancelled. What remains there? X is equal to 1000 into 100. 1000 into 100. That is equal to, एकावर किती शून्य? 1 2 3 4 5. So x is equal to 1000000. एक पे 5 जीरो का मतलब क्या? 10 raised to 5. So x is equal to 10 raised to 5. You got the value of x. X is equal to 10 raised to 5. Using that, you can say that 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dynes. So that's how you find the relation between units of the same physical quantity in different systems. Have a look at it. Method करे लक्ष्य द्या. You have to find the relation between Newton and dyne. So you begin with 1 Newton is equal to x dynes, or x dynes is equal to 1 Newton. In place of dynes, you write dimensions of force, because dyne is a unit of force. So dimensions of force, dimensions of force. Then CGS system, unit of mass, unit of length, unit of time. SI, unit of mass, unit of length, unit of time. X is equal to, shift the terms. In place of kg, 1000 gram. In place of meter, 100 centimeter. Cancel it. You get x is equal to 10 raised to 5. Means 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dynes. And now there is a homework for you. Using the same method, you have to find the relation between joule and erg. Find the relation between joule and ergs. This is your today's homework. Find out the relation between joule and ergs. Joule and erg, they are units of same physical quantity. Which physical quantity? Energy or work. So you can take dimensions of work and find out the relation between joule and erg. That is for your today's homework. Rest of the things we shall see in the next lecture. Have a nice time. Good day. Bye-bye.